and the truth. The truth to set you free. I understand that. I understand that sounds powerful. You did? Liberating. Almost unquestionable. But here's the uncomfortable part. Most people never stop to consider. Oh yeah, yes. What if the very book that makes that claim, is also filled with narratives and stories that don't hold up when examined outside of belief? What if you step away from dogma, from inherited assumptions, from emotional attachment, from unquestioned acceptance? You begin to see contradictions, inconsistencies, and ideals that demand more belief than they offer clarity. Now, from an anti-dogma perspective, that same book promised freedom through truth can begin to look like something else entirely. A structure of ideals that must be protected. A system that discourages questioning. A narrative that survives not because it is beyond doubt, but because doubt itself is often discouraged. And that's where the real tension lies. Because truth in its purest form, in its rawest form, does not fear scrutiny. It does not require defense through silence. It does not collapse under questioning. So when something claims to be truth, but reacts defensively to being questioned, you have to pause. You have to pause and ask, is this truth? Or is it something we were told not to question? Not to use your critical thinking, not to question your whys, not to question nothing, not to question the error and the everythings that you were told. Because if the promise is freedom through truth, then questions should be encouraged, not avoided, invited even. Exploration should be welcomed, not restricted. Understanding should be explained, not confined. Yet, for many, the experience has been totally the opposite. Questions are labeled as doubt, right? As doubt. Doubt is labeled as weakness. And curiosity is quietly replaced with compliance. And that is where a deeper realization begins to form. You begin to realize with your real eyes what the hell is going on here. Freedom does not come from accepting what you were told as truth. It comes from being able to question it. Go inside of it. From being able to step outside of what you've been handed and examine it for yourself. Because when you finally begin to see things without the lens of dogma, some of what once feel like absolute truth may begin to feel like something else. And that realization can be uncomfortable, but it also can be freeing. It can free you. Yes, it can free you. So the question is no longer just about what is written. It becomes something much profound, much deeper. What shaped these narratives? Who preserved them? Who taught them to you? And why were you never encouraged to question them fully? Because at the end of the day, if truth truly sets one free, then you should never be afraid to ask, what if what I was told is truth? It's not the whole truth. Question everything. Question the error in your things. Use your critical thinking. Continue to unlearn, relearn, and learn. Continue to evolve. Peace.